And it's amazing because the whole house erupted, you know. And imagine like 30, 40 people in one living room just going mad. Groovanometry is a weekend jam, you could say, that brings together all the dance elements of popping, hip hop, and breaking. So it's like a celebration of the culture, dance culture, and bringing everyone to Manchester to celebrate their achievements from throughout the whole years that they've been dancing.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anton, aka LB. I represent Smack 19 crew from Sheffield, and I represent Manchester as well, and also Groovanometry as it is. I saw breaking for the first time in 1999, the Run DMC, It's Like That, but I didn't know what it was until 4 years later. 2003, first generation BBOY from Sheffield, MC Nige, got me into breaking. He started an after school club, and yeah, I think that's really where it started, and it inspired me, and here I am. 2014, I walked to a studio with my partner, Farrell. We talked about organising an event. I had this idea, and he said he wanted to organise an event as well, so we kind of came together and said, oh, let's organise something. So I had a concept that I really wanted to do, and it was an influence of 3 different events, which is IBE, the old IBE, All versus All, Circle Kings, and took some concepts from there, and Rockefeller Anniversary, and I took some concepts from there. So these 3 events is what sculpt what Groovanometry is today. 2014 was when the idea developed, and 2015 was actually where it kicked off. And from 2015, I remember obviously me and Farrell wasn't sure, you know, whether it's going to be successful or not. And at the time, there was a lot of rivalry between the North and the South, and a lot of events are competition based, and I really didn't want to turn it into another competition. So I think having a jam with an exhibition was something that was different for the UK. And at the time, there wasn't really much exhibitions, so I think we started at a good time where I was able to collect all those influence from IB, for example, to do exhibitions and just implement it in a different way with other influences. We took a risk with this event, but we really wanted to make it happen. You know, we didn't know much about the popping scene or the hip hop scene. We were breakers, so we knew about the breaking scene. So it was really interesting to see how the popping and hip hop came together. Working with Farrell was great because we have different dynamics with each other. It's me and him, so he plays a core part of, you know, getting people together and contacting people. And obviously I'm like the person who drives the concept every year. We just work well together, we balance each other, because a lot of his weaknesses is my strengths, what my weakness is his strength. So this is how we, you know, I think if we was the same, then it would never work. But because we're the opposite, like it complements each other so much. One of the bigger challenges of organising an event or a jam is the fear of not pleasing everyone, and understanding and accepting that pleasing everyone is not always the case, and not always easy to hit. So it's almost like doing what you can and, you know, do it as your best ability as possible, because, you know, whatever you do, someone's not gonna like it. You know what I mean? Like whether it's, you know, you did something you thought was nice, but someone else might have thought was wrong. You know, so it's almost like believing your concept and what you believe in, and just following through. You know what I mean? And just believing yourself. Like without self-belief, it wouldn't have got there. You know. Yeah, COVID really put a pause on Groovanometry. Literally, like Groovanometry 2020 happened like 3 weeks before COVID happened. So we was able to hit the 2020 before COVID happens. So we only really missed out on 1 year of event. And to be honest, it was really a nice break for us to take to breathe and take a step back and recuperate our energy, just to feel like, you know, when it comes to the next one, which is 2022, then we can enjoy organising a bit more. And we actually branched out into theatre, which is nice. So instead of doing an event, we branched into creating a theatre show. It's a theatre show that represents the 4 elements of hip hop: breaking, DJing, MCing, and graffiti. It's called The 4 Pillars, and it's a story of a young boy's journey. So his name's Harry, and it's a discovery through hip hop through his eyes. So it takes you from a journey of like how he discovered all the elements. Like again, every time we touch upon something new, it's almost like just a test to see how it goes. Because, you know, we're never sure. We can't just go in 100% and be like, this is what we're going to do and this is how it's going to work. It's almost like testing the waters, how it gets on, and if it works for us, then we're going to really push forward for it. And our plan is to create a festival. So the festival is going to incorporate the theatre side. So we're starting small and introducing like a weekend sort of festival, jam, and then main exhibition day. Groovanometry is all about the connection with the dancers. Like the invites we have, the locals, whoever turns up, comes to the weekend, if they're here chilling, it's all about connecting with the dancers and the people involved in the event and just looking after them. And that connection really what makes that humane, like, you know, I'm not just an organizer, I'm part of the community. And that's what I think a lot of events, they step back and they're like, oh, I'm the organizer, and everyone, I had to do like my organizing and everyone else just enjoys the weekend. But you really got to build that connection, and I think that's what makes a good jam. It's about the people. It's about giving opportunity through Groovanometry. Groovanometry is a platform to highlight the talent we have in UK and across the globe. Because we don't only just have UK dancers, we have international. So I really want people to have an experience. I think going away from an event and feeling like, damn, I need to come back next year, you know, or telling your friends, you know, that event gave me something special, or it motivated me or inspired me in certain ways to progress further in whatever art form, you know, even it's breaking, even it's popping or hip hop, or even like, you know, because we have some graffiti as well. So if some people see inspired from this graffiti piece, then do you know what I mean? They can push on our boys. Okay, this is audio. Okay, Farrell, what was the best edition of the barbecue that we had? Answer me that question. Yeah, because we've had some terrible ones. Looking back, obviously it was, there's many good moments, and I think like our barbecues are always, our gathering barbecues at Farrell's house is always the best ones.
This is a dance jam.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's just crazy, it's just amazing. And I think 2019 was the best one because we had the barbecue outside. It took like 5 hours to get the barbecue lit up. And I remember like trying to get this lit up, and then people inside like everyone's hungry, but they were just having a good time, you know. Everyone was just like in the living room, and they were just MCing, freestyling. And I remember we sat outside, and I just like, ah! And I think it was between Swifty and Shintai, or like having an MC battle. And I think Swifty said some bars, and everyone just went crazy. And I mean, there's someone's got it on camera, so, and it's amazing because the whole house erupted, you know. And imagine like 30, 40 people in one living room just going mad.
There's no winning. I'm telling you straight right now. Play Mario Kart, play GoldenEye, play Mortal Kombat, you're still gonna die. Oh shit! Drop the mic! Drop the mic! Drop the mic! Drop the mic! Yo! There's a new king in town!